Hi again, this is Eric, and today I'm going to look at a question that a lot of people ask, which is, do I actually need to do a course in order to be able to use Reiki? After all, these days there are so many things that you can learn online. You can even study for a university degree that way. So how about Reiki online? Wouldn't it be easier just to pick up the information there, fitting that in between all the other busy bits of my life? Or maybe even from a book if we're old school. Well, yes, there are certainly things that we can learn well from the internet and from books. If we're studying something that's about information, and more information, then it makes a lot of sense to do it that way, especially if we're the sort of self-motivated person who can actually do some study on our own. However, there are other things that we wouldn't dream of learning on the internet. For example, would you go to a car mechanic who'd learnt online? Or a chef? Or an artist? Or a carpenter? Or a surgeon? The answer, of course, is no, because these are all practical skills that you can only really learn by actually doing them, and doing them with a teacher's guidance. So, is Reiki like that? Is it something that's a practical skill, or is it only about information? Well, the first part of that answer is very simple. There's actually very little information that we need to learn in order to be a good Reiki healer. It's that simple. So, is it a practical skill? Well, when we use Reiki, we're aiming to give actual treatments, both to ourselves and to other people. And while it's certainly a lot safer to use Reiki than being a surgeon, we do have the choice between being a really good Reiki healer or being sort of more or less okay at it. So the big question for you is, how would you like your Reiki life to look? Would you like to be someone who can talk a bit about Reiki, tell others that Reiki is like this and Reiki is like that? Or would you prefer to be someone who's using Reiki on a regular basis in your everyday life to help both yourself and other people? Because, in my opinion, Reiki is a bit too good to be something we just talk about. Reiki is there to be used, both for our health and for our happiness. So, is Reiki something you'd like to have as an everyday part of your life, or something you just prefer to talk about? If you're interested in learning Reiki, I hope to see you on a course.